basic knife structure, and this is really important. The first one is simple, and this is your bread and butter. If you don't have this part right, you will never get to any of the other stuff. You're going to be dead, right? You'll be dead, and I don't care who you are. So he pulls the knife out. So I'm just going to strike and return. He pulls the knife, and he's going to strike, so I'm going to cut and return. The key here is when he slashes me, I'm out of range of that weapon. Be out of range. Impact, and then go back to his body. Then I can return it like that. If he does number 3, this is just asking 1 to 5. See the hit? Okay, number 4, see the hit? Then go what? Boom and boom. So usually if on the number 4, see where I go? I just check it like that. See it? Don't go like this. Don't bring your knife up. Keep your knife close to your body. So if he punches, see, that's going to drive it right in like that. And that's where your skill really will come into play. So 4 is inverted. Okay, 5 could be to the inside, and 5 could be to the outside. Okay, that's your basic. Defend and return. Strike to disable is simple and really should involve any object. So let's just say this is my cell phone. If he attacks me, I might hit his hand. If he attacks me, I might hit his hand. 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 And I might hit his hand. Okay, strike to disable could also mean when he attacks, I strike his eyeball. I don't even deal with the knife. Just strike at his eyes to disable. Or he cuts and I move and then strike him. But don't get too much in the habit of trying to always address the weapon. That's key. If your opponent knows you're always going to address a weapon, you're going to have deep problems. But if he thrusts at me and I just move and strike him, because if he wants to cut me, he has to come to me. If I come to him, I'm doing half his work. Okay, that was a stage 1 drill, but there's supposed to be many levels to that. Nobody ever got to teaching the other levels because nobody knows it. Then it got changed from this to this. And they changed it from this because that hurts. When you're doing it to your partner and you're going to do 100 reps, by the time you do 100, his whole arm is... So they changed it to 1 because people were crying about it. I know that because I did it too. Back in the old days, right? I changed it to 1, but it's not effective and you should never even teach it. So if you're teaching that, you're really giving your students a good thing to get them killed. Because that should only ever be used if he punches me and I'm here and now that comes. And it should always be, because later on that's the drill. So you see what I'm doing? You can see why they don't teach that. Because somebody will get their eye poked out, see? So strike to disable could mean I'm striking at the limb or I'm avoiding the limb and going at right at the person, okay? And you should practice both of them, and you believe it or not, you'll like it. Disarm from single direct attack. That's simple. He attacks, I go hit. That's the technique phase. That's what everybody teaches is the technique phase. Number 2, control it, strike, disarm. And number 5, hit. That's a single direct attack. All your techniques have to be learned from there, but then they should be practiced from a moving structure. Okay, so that's your single direct attack, and you should have the knife up grip. Should contain strikes, disarm, and down grip. Okay, always, okay? And then your hubud 1, 2, 5, and 7. Like this, the number of the hubud is representative of the number he's giving me. Hubud number 1 is this. See that? Hubud number 2 is the number 2 angle. Okay, so that's Hubud number 2. See, we do it with a right foot step, and we do it with a left foot step. Okay, but you do Hubud number 2, okay? Hubud number 5 is a thrust. And I do it with a right foot step, and a right foot step, and a left foot step. Again, that's just a Hubud. But if I'm doing Hubud, see, then I can insert my thing later on. And then number 7, Hubud number 7 is the elbow roll. So that's the angle 7. So I just roll it like that. Or I pass it like that. Elbow roll, Sakai, Sakai. That's your basics of your Hubud. And the opposite arm entry with the knife is usually executed like that. See, and then you're back to Hubud. But see, I impede that. Thrust, slash, slash, eye gouge, and then back. So anytime he pins me, see that's, so as we're doing Hubud, I'm going to start that by going, see that? He might come now, but right there. See it? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Don.